Hi, so this is my portfolio video, and in this video I want to highlight the process of creating my Watchmen video essay along with how I went about revising and refining it. But before we get into that, I want to take you through my almost finished portfolio. Hi, so this is my portfolio, and first in this section we have the cover letter highlighting my experiences with the course, including some of the challenges that I faced and my progress and development throughout this semester working with the different programs. And next we have the comments that I've made on my classmates' projects, followed by the tweets that I've made on the readings and different units that captured my questions and reactions. For example, we have the New Aesthetic, The Road, Blade Runner, E-Poetry, and Watchmen. And in this section, we have my work done with the text mining and computational analysis, where I used the text mining programs to analyze the text of Oedipus the King, and I related that data that I collected to the theme of the apathetic androids in Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep. And next we have the playlist assignment, the very first assignment of the course. And over here we have my linked playlist. I also included some revisions and reflections. I also have a revision video highlighting all the changes that I made. And next, this is the mapping assignment of the road. I've included a picture of my group's mapping layer. It's called Rising from the Ash, and it really focused on the theme of the development of the boy, which is paralleled by the devolution of the father. And here are my two annotation videos on the project, and I also included my reflection of the whole mapping process as a whole. So this is a e-poetry unit where I created both a live and edited version of my e-poem for Roald Dahl's The Pig. Then over here, finally, we have the Watchmen video essay, which I'll be focusing on today because I think that this project is like a culmination of everything that we learned in this course, because it was the last project that we did, and it allowed for us to integrate everything that we learned, like the annotations, using Camtasia to capture videos and editing. I think it's my favorite project in my portfolio because it really goes to show how far I've come getting acquainted with all these programs, and I'm really capturing my thoughts and what I want to say on video and through these different mediums of interpreting literature. Just to give you some background on my video essay, I chose to tackle the theme of Dr. Manhattan's role as a godlike or divine figure, and I questioned who really governs the fate of humanity if gods like Dr. Manhattan are apathetic to human concerns. And the entire process of creating this video essay was initially foreign to me because I was so used to analyzing text through writing traditional 5-page essays. But as I worked through and revised my project, I realized that sometimes the visual and sonic elements put together in a video can say more than an essay can. And so the first step of creating this video essay was to gather all of my evidence by taking screenshots from the ebook of Watchmen that I owned, and collecting them and organizing them all in my English 52 folder over here. And then I wrote out all of my analysis of these passages and basically made videos of my typing of these texts. I'm going to play some segments from This Is My First Draft. So throughout this video, I just have these white slides, as you can see here, and I filled them up with typing and text because my original intention was to get the viewer as caught up as possible and sort of explicitly convey what I wanted to say so that the viewer wouldn't miss a single thing of what I was trying to, the message I was trying to convey. So we have some added visual elements over here in my draft, but again, we go back to the typing, and this lasts for a decent amount of time. It was really difficult at first because the topic that I chose, the role of God in Watchmen, was very complex, and I feel like I could have written a very extensive paper on it. But in creating a video essay, I realized that I had to limit myself and find a balance between the text and the visuals so that they complement each other and convey the same message that any text would. Here I added some visuals, some annotations, but I sort of let them speak for themselves, and then I have this again. We have the typing, the explicit messages, and I realized that having such long durations of typing was problematic because the lack of visuals would almost definitely lose my viewers' attention. So in order to tackle this problem of having too much text and such a long duration of typing, I decided to incorporate more visual elements and images and additionally cut down on my words. And I did this by incorporating keywords that highlighted exactly what I wanted to say and integrate those keywords with the visual images in order to have it create this really powerful message. I'm going to play you some clips from my final version that demonstrate this. So here we have a picture of Dr. Manhattan, obviously bigger than anything else around him. And I highlight this by including that annotation of larger than life. I then complement that with these visuals that demonstrate his divinity and power. I have define come up, easily replacing one block of text that I would have in my rough draft. So now I'm going to let my final version of my video essay play out, and I'm going to highlight some of the things that I think work well. For instance, I thought I was able to successfully propose thought-provoking questions and have them complemented by the passages and images from the novel, like over here in this slide. Also in my final product, I thought that my transitions and annotations were a lot more smooth when compared to my first edit. Over here I have the short and to the point, concise annotation. He transcends humanity. You know, I don't need a whole white panel to type that out, and he cannot connect with humans on an intimate level. I propose that annotation, and then I have this next passage to back it up. You know, you watch me kill her, and you don't really give a damn about human beings. I've watched you. It just complements the slide before, and then I highlight that with the keyword apathy. Again, another passage that highlights that, and he cannot understand the concerns of humans. He does not care for the concerns of humans. I sort of leave that out to create more of an effect with the blackness.
I can change almost anything. I can't change nature.
And to throw in the extra added visual effect, I included that clip from the movie where Dr. Manhattan says, I can change almost anything, but I can't change human nature. Then I have this passage which highlights that fact, where Rorschach says, it is not God who kills the children, not fate that butchers them, or destiny that feeds them to the dogs. It's us, only us. I highlight that idea, it's us, only us, to really hammer in the idea that it's humans that control this fate of humanity. If God is a creation of humans, and their only apparent divine figure is Dr. Manhattan, who is apathetic and cannot care for human concerns, then who truly determines the fate of humanity? I let that fade out and just have the question sit by itself to really create that striking and powerful message. So all in all, the video essay was my favorite project of the class because I feel that it embodies the major underlying theme of the course where we step out of our comfort zones and find new ways to express our thoughts and ideas in a creative fashion, besides the original and traditional 5-page essay format. And like I said before, I could have easily written a 5-page essay on the topic of God's role in Watchmen, but having created this video, I feel that there are some powerful effects that were generated by the visual and sonic elements that an essay simply cannot capture. I think that the final product of my video essay really reflects how much I've developed throughout the course into someone that's more confident in their abilities to express their thoughts creatively. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of my portfolio.